This game is ass, and we all know that. This game is just not fun. And I wanted to talk about skill-based matchmaking just really quickly because no one seems to understand the real madness and mad scientist reasoning behind skill-based matchmaking. I feel like I'm the only one out here that really sees through it because I can understand it from a retail level and sales and things like that. So so here we go. Skill-based matchmaking, the what people believe is that it was implemented into a game to help newbie players and punish bad players. And that's just maybe a slim part of it. It's like a feature. It's like an effect of it, right? So you're saying, well, Feeney, what's the real reason why it was invented? Because everyone's complaining about how they're just fighting in sweat pits all day. And believe me, like I feel the same way. But I figured out pretty logically with common sense that it's not the sole purpose of skill-based matchmaking is to punish good players and reward bad players with keeping the noobs involved. They want their money, so of course they're gonna they're gonna do that. They're gonna, that's a feature of it, but it's not the sole reason. The sole reason is money. People are like, well, how do you make money off of skill-based matchmaking? Everyone hates it. Yes, yeah, very true. Everyone hates it. Everyone hates skill-based matchmaking. Everyone hates the algorithm. Everyone hates having to reverse boost just to get into a lobby that they care about, that they like. And this may seem so common sense to you guys once you figure it out, once you listen to my reasoning, but I don't know why more YouTubers aren't talking about this. Skill-based matchmaking was implemented because of money, because of the battle pass. They want you to get melted 30 times in a game, 20 times in a game, and see somebody using some weapon that's melting you in 2 shots because they want you to go buy the same skin that has the slightly different attachments and bullet velocity. And they want you to go buy it. They want you to go buy it. What's $10? $10 is $10. $20 is $20, right? Nobody cares about that. It's whatever. I can afford it. They already got my $70. So what's another 20? What's another 30? What's another 10? What's another 5? And so, do you think this dev team is not just like incentivized to make things that look good and sound good and apparently feel good to a lot of players, that they're not going to do that? No, they're not stupid. These people are smarter than we are, so of course that's going to happen. So the effect is I'm playing a game, I get melted by something that looks cool, it looks like it handles really well, and then I buy it, and it handles really well. Why is that? So this here is a whole different dynamic. This game, this particular release is a whole different dynamic. With the whole unlocking system, how you have to lock 3 attachments to unlock one gun, and how many attachment slots there are for certain things, how many camos there are. The way the unlocking system, was designed is it literally was just completely drawn to the battle pass. They just went all in. Why would they design a weapon unlocking system like this if it wasn't for you to go buy some fucking skins just to get the gun early? It's what it was designed for. Like, I don't know how people don't see this. And maybe they do, and maybe people just haven't spoke about it, but that's what this is. Look at all these attachments for these guns. Look at so much. Now they have weapon tuning. Now there's pro tuning, and there's so many attachments for every gun. You're not going to unlock all of them just by one game or 10 games or 50 games. And we're not even talking about how to unlock other guns. To get other guns, you have to unlock other guns. To get other guns, you have to get certain other guns to certain levels. It doesn't make any sense. Activision and Infinity Ward know this. People were just baffled by it. But most of the Call of Duty community just eats it up because there's nothing else to play, and they do it anyway. So what's the whole point of it? The whole point of it, people, is to drive you back to the battle pass to see that new gun, that new skin. And it's like, well shit, I'm getting melted by that and I don't even have it unlocked. I'm gonna buy it. That is what it is. And why does skill-based matchmaking tie into that? Well, so a lot of reverse boosted lobbies you'll see on YouTube, most people aren't using DLC guns or battle pass guns. They're using generic guns. They're like bots. They're just using the default classes or they're recently unlocked guns. They're garbage for the most part. There's no attachments. There's no tuning or anything like that, right? But when you get killed by the anime skin gun or the gold gun that you could buy or whatever, it's like, man, that looks sick, right? At first you're pretty pissed off that you got melted by a gun, but at the same time you're looking at it and you're like, and then you see it just browsing through, and then you see 10, 15, 20 more people using it, and you're like, damn, that thing's overpowered. Damn, that thing's nice. I'm gonna try it. And then you're like, shit, I have to unlock 16 other guns to get this gun. That's gonna take me forever. So, lo and behold, you find that gun in the battle pass, or you find that gun in the store. There it is, and you unlock it, and you buy it. Yeah, sure, it costs you $20, but now your experience is going to be a little bit better. So you thought, and maybe for a little while it is. That is skill-based matchmaking. Skill-based matchmaking, the effects of it are good players are punished, bad players are put into lobbies with bad players. I have yet to see somebody who is bad at the game that are put into bad games. And they do it unintentionally. They don't reverse boost. They're just like, hey, this is my first game. I've never played Call of Duty before. Blah, blah, blah. I would love to see that YouTube video, but there's not a lot of them out there. Maybe there is, but maybe they're also faking. Reverse boosting is really easy. I don't do it because I don't have the time or the patience to do it. I just hop in and play like a fucking potato, and it happens. But that is the reality. If you want to get a better experience, you have to reverse boost. I never thought we'd have to say that, 7, 8, 10 years ago when we were playing Black Ops 2, even Black Ops 3, there was no skill-based matchmaking in that game, maybe a little. They started experimenting with it quite a bit in Black Ops 4, Cold War, Modern Warfare 2019, obviously, Vanguard, and now, obviously, Modern Warfare 2022. They've just been increasingly, and obviously the addition of Warzone made that, extremely, extremely heavy. So, guys, skill-based matchmaking, yes, it punishes good players and it helps bad players. I still have yet to see a video of a bad player getting rewarded for being a bad player. I'm a terrible player. But it also punishes good players. You're right. It puts you in MLG and scump matches and phase and optic matches, tournaments all the time, and you have to sweat your ass off just to go positive or to stay 2 or 3 below negative. It's terrible. I mean, look at me. I'm going the wrong way on this map. I don't know these maps. I'm so new to the game. Why is the game putting me in matches with people who are 18 times better than I am? It's not designed for that. It's not designed for that. It's a feature. It's part of it. But its sole design was to get you to go and buy those skins and guns and weapons. And we do. We buy them. They're ours. And we can't trade them back in or resell them or get a refund when we figure out that they're just placebos. So they think we're all stupid. And we are. We're just sheep. And they're just feeding us just more bullshit manure, and it is what it is. That's the whole reason behind skill-based matchmaking. I'm so sick and tired of these YouTubers coming out here and saying, oh, it's terrible, it's so thick, I'm sick of the skill-based matchmaking. It's like, really? You just got like 10,000 COD points from Activision last week, and you're talking about skill-based matchmaking like it's terrible. It is, but you're not talking about the real reason why, because you also want your fair share too. You want people to use your creator code to give you some money for it. So of course you're not going to talk about not buying the battle pass or not buying skins and guns. No, we have to support a creator. And you just don't hear the truth. The truth is that money talks and bullshit walks. And if you guys have learned anything from this video, it's that don't buy the things you see just because you think you're going to have a better advantage. In a year, this game it's not going to matter. I mean, I know they have a 2-year plan, but in a year, you think that skin you bought is going to mean anything? No, it's not. In a year, do you think that variant you purchase is going to mean anything? No, because they're going to have something else that's even more overpowered. It's all part of the design and all part of the plan. It's all part of it. Don't you guys understand? These people aren't stupid that make these games. And now with a 2-year plan, with no Call of Duty in 2023, are you kidding me? Do you think that they just wing this shit? No, this is Activision we're talking about. They have a monetary plan, and they're gonna hit it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. They're gonna fucking hit it, and they're gonna make their quota because they're gonna do placebo effects and things that are psychological, things that look cool, visual marketing. They're going to make it seem awesome. And there's a lot of idiots out there that are going to fall victim to it and buy it. And that's just how it is. And that's just what's going to happen. And I'm so sorry that you have to go through this in the year 2023 now. Happy New Year. But that's just how it is. I can see right through it. That's why I don't play these games like unironically anymore. I don't play these games for fun anymore because there's no fun to be had. The game is rigged. It's broken. It's all about getting whatever's left in your bank account. It's all about getting the rest of your money. There is no passion in any of these things anymore. And it's such a sad thing to see because Call of Duty used to be a pretty fun game, raging and arguing with people in lobbies and just beating the shit out of people because the game was authentic, organic. It puts you in with people who all skill levels. And now it's not about that anymore. And just it's crazy to see that people are just so obsessed about, skill-based matchmaking as a way to punish you. And yes, it is, but they don't talk about the real reason why, because they still want to get supported as a creator, and they don't want to piss off Activision and Call of Duty too much, or they won't get their fair share. And that is a lot of things that YouTubers don't talk about. I'm a YouTuber with no subscribers, almost maybe a couple, right? I don't have anything to lose, but I know that I figured the system out in a way that I can make sense of it. And the only thing that makes sense is that, the Battle Pass exists to sell more money, to get more money, to get more skins, to release guns, a trickle-down effect. It's the way it is. And there's going to be so many more patches and updates and things like that. And people say, maybe this game will get to where it should be in a year or two. Why is that? Why do we have to wait so long for games to be good? We didn't have to before. We just accepted them for what they were. And if they were great, they were great. If they were bad, they were bad. Now, it's a 2-year, 3-year plan. Or for your Destiny, it's a 10-year plan. It's so different, and there's so many other ways I could talk about this. So, I'm going to leave you guys with this. Skill-based matchmaking, yes, it's bad. It's a bad system. It's a bad implementation. It's a bad algorithm. It punishes a lot of good players and people who will genuinely want to have good fun with the game. But the sole purpose of it is not that. Those are features. Those are effects. Those are things that happen because of it, not because it is. The reason why it exists is to draw you to buy money, to get skins, to unlock weapons, to buy packs, to whatever it is. It is designed to do that so that you can feel like you have a better advantage. It's a placebo effect designed by the marketing people who run these companies. And that's all it is. You know how I know that? It's because retail companies do the same thing all the time. Cell phone companies, manufacturers. Do you know that after like 2 years, your iPhone that you're holding right now is going to perform less because it was designed to? Yeah, that's what it is.